Hey, what's up guys, Nate here. So we're going to go ahead and read off this brand new Reddit post for Apocalypse Rising 2 Alpha. So this is titled, What to Expect in the Apocalypse Rising 2 Alpha. APOC 2's alpha test release is just over the horizon. He still doesn't have a release date though, but we're starting to get an idea of what the alpha will include and what it won't. Before you get hyped up too much, we gotta contain ourselves here. I want to go over what you should expect in the APOC 2 alpha. First and foremost, the APOC 2 Alpha will likely cost 1,000 Robux through paid access. A one-time purchase that allows you to play APOC 2 throughout its testing phases. The price is high because we don't want too many people jumping on the game during its alpha. Why? Because APOC 2's alpha is going to be pretty rough. Arguably, the game will be at its lowest point during alpha. I don't want thousands of people to play expecting a solid product because it won't be. I'm a firm believer that first impressions are very important to breakout games on Roblox. He only wants dedicated fans to be playing APOC 2 during its alpha. You could argue that I should just limit testing to a hand-selected group of players, but that just isn't enough testers. 1,000 Robux should bottleneck the player base of testers plenty enough, and it will be much easier for them to manage. So definitely this is actually a lot more fair. Instead of just hand-picking testers, just make it a more steep price and it will bottleneck the amount of testers, or bottleneck the player base of testers plenty. One last note, we may award an alpha tester badge to players who participate, but don't expect any benefits otherwise. Purchasers are also worth bringing up. APOC 2's alpha will not have any purchasable products. If you pay the 1,000 Robux, don't expect to have anything else to buy until APOC 2's free release. And again, buying paid access will allow you to play throughout the game's testing phases, alpha, beta, etc. What about after alpha? The plan is to reduce the price of paid access as more features, content, and patches are implemented. So the price will get lower as the game gets better, and then eventually it will be free. The idea is to slowly let more people play as the game becomes more presentable. This could be a very long or slow process. It completely depends on how fast we can work on the game after alpha release and how many people are playing it. But know this, the paid access price will be reduced over time, and the game will eventually be free on release. So what features can you expect in alpha? Only the most important one. So this is actually important because they're going to make sure the key features are in the alpha. Basic inventory management and item interaction. Put on clothes, eat food, heal up, load magazines, and equip items with the hotbar. Additional information such as item descriptions, weapon stats, and food stats will not be displayed in the alpha. Loot spawning in and out of containers and furniture. Kitchen cabinets will likely yield food. Wardrobes will likely yield clothing. Safes will likely yield weapons and ammo. There will not be any military locations present in the alpha, so military loot will spawn in residential areas at first. It's cool how they already know that there won't be military locations in the alpha. Basic player stats: health, hunger, and thirst. Basic movement and animations: running, sprinting, crouching, reloading. Prone may not be included in the alpha. Functional gunplay: third-person recoil, aim down sights, bullet drop, velocity, attachments, etc. Gunplay is highly subject to change, especially after we receive feedback from our testers. Functional melee weapons: expect these to be pretty basic. Functional zombies: they will be similar to APOC zombies, but we will improve them later. One of the 3 main islands will be the only playable portion of the map. Player count will be 8 to 12 players to provide balanced gameplay. More of the map will be added over time. Completed portions of the map are always subject to change, including the relocating of unique locations. APOC 2's alpha will provide the core gameplay of looting and fighting players and zombies, which is really cool because I'd rather have the key features or the core gameplay than just item descriptions or different things like that. I'm glad that it actually has the core gameplay in the alpha. This is the most important part of the game, so we have to make sure we nail it before we move on to everything else. We will be taking feedback very seriously during our initial alpha test, and it's highly likely that many aspects of the game will change as we work our way towards beta and the free release. If you have any questions about the alpha, or you want details about what to expect, post a comment here. So guys, post a comment on this Reddit post if you have any questions or feel like leaving a comment. I will leave a link to this down in the description below, and I'm really in favor of this. I'm glad they're gonna have a lot of the key features. So it looks like early access for Apocalypse Rising 2 will be pretty awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button, and peace out, guys.